guys ready for Monday stock market, Doge Day market open? I know I am, but first the intro. See you all soon. Enjoy the memes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Monday Stock Market Open. I guess that's what we're going to call it. However, I have a feeling there's going to be a bit of crypto discussion. Doge Day, 20th of April. You guys have made this happen. It seems like it's a thing. Everyone's talking about it. Of course, Doge being the most strongly recovered cryptocurrency out there right now, and it's actually punishing all the other cryptos. I'm sure a few of you are pretty happy with this one. So trading around 40 cents. Will it go to $1? Will it go to 69? Will it go to some other price or fall all the way back down? We'll be having a look at that and more, because really, what is Doge? It's the power of a huge amount of people buying in and the power of ultimately diamond hands, kind of like GME of cryptocurrency. But I gotta say, I have to respect this picture. I just love it so much. It's just so good. You don't be surprised if it's a thumbnail. I just think it's awesome. How's everyone going? Let's say a quick shout out to everyone coming through. What was that guy doing? He was pumping up the market, man, Lou. That's what he was doing. He was pumping up your Doge for you. He was getting it ready so they could hit new levels. All right, guys. Do you know what's going to have to happen today? I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to go add symbol. I have to type Doge. I have to go, we'll go with this one. Okay, we'll add it here. And it's come out on our charts, and we're gonna have to lift it up. Keep bringing it up, and it is going in here. Can you believe it? Oh, well, that's the wrong color. There it is. Doge has made it into the crypto list. Not even KSM's made it into the crypto list up here. 23% up, 39.8. I was talking about this with someone before. We were saying once it goes past 35, 40 seems imminent, and it got there about an hour later. So congratulations to people that are in Doge. Obviously, we were correct the other day. It did have a massive blow off straight after the stream. It hit that kind of 40 something, 43-ish kind of cents. Then it moved well back down and basically crashed the market. The whole market crashed. You had a lot of margin going through. Of course, that margin got really taken out. And now we're in a situation where a lot of altcoins are actually offering opportunities as well. TTT Rocks says, wow. Gangsters Slay says Tesla TA. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at that. But I must say, it's a bit unfortunate for Tesla. That whole thing with the car accident, if you're not aware, you probably should look it up. It will knock it around a little bit today. Is it new? No. But yeah, it's going to affect it. Peloton traders out there as well. We'll be taking a look at that. Of course, Peloton heavily in the news, Tesla heavily in the news for the wrong reasons on the weekend. It is affecting the shares right now. We'll see it soon, but Peloton is trading about 108, could go down to 100, could go even lower after that news. I think it's fairly serious for Peloton, less serious for Tesla. At this point, it can go to $4.20, says Rob Money. If Doge went to $4.20, do you know the market capitalization sizes take out Ethereum? That would be wild. I think you saw a few rants about Doge going up. Yeah, I'm not going to rant about it. I'm just going to check it out. ACK says, listen to a 24-hour live stream all weekend. All you heard was SafeMoon and Doge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, look, obviously it's probably getting a lot of likes and a lot of clicks on YouTube. You've got to do what you got to do. I understand that. And we'll probably have to split Doge onto the other side of the screen. I mean, that's probably what we're going to do. Are we going to need to do that, chat? Guys? Do we need Doge in the left-hand side, a split a mondo like this, just have it there, just sitting there during the stream? What do you guys think? If yes, put 1. If no, put 2. Let's see what everybody thinks. Look, we will be going through our standard normal market discussion. We'll, of course, go through crypto first, then we'll go through our stock market discussion of the indices, the commodities, and then we'll go into the pre-market because we are still only less than 1.5 hours off Monday morning stock market open. There's a few twos going out there. Michael Davis getting things started, Australian $2. Watch Doge go into the WSB coin ICO at market open. Really? Watch Doge go into the WSB coin ICO at market open. Yeah, that would probably happen, actually. The money, you mean, going through there. Yeah, Michael, you're right. It basically, if there is so is that Wall Street Bets coin coming in today? Is that coming in today? If it is, then of course that would go nuts. That would go nuts. All right, so we've got 1s, we've got 2s. 1 for viewers. Let's get them into sane investing. Sane investing? SafeMoon is not a good project. No, we will not talk about it. I'm not even talking about it. Consensus is that it's a media-powered money grab. Be careful with it. We're not talking about SafeMoon. I'll draw the line somewhere. That's as big a discussion as we're going to talk about today. So look, we've got KSM on the left here, and I just want to talk about this because we of course saw a crypto dump on Sunday. What does that mean for us as opportunities? Well, it's actually a very poor market, the crypto market, in terms of ARB. So you have a recovery coming through in Bitcoin right now. You've obviously got a slight recovery here on Ethereum. You can see it on the right-hand side. And then you've got your ADA recovery, your DOT recovery, your Link. Now, what happened was anything that was hot running into this crash recovered quickly. And I want you guys to remember this point because it's actually very, very important. Things that go in hot to a crash, like a flash crash like this, recover the fastest. So if you want to be like a big brain trader, let's get out the big brain here for Monday morning and just in general in the future. What happened? Link was a hot coin. XRP was a hot coin. Remember, it went to $1.50 something today before it came back down. Doge was, of course, a hot coin. We also had a fairly big amount of heat on things like VE Chain, etc. What happened? They all recovered very quickly. The ones that weren't being talked about at that time, the Cardanos and everything, yes, they recovered, but they recovered less. So they give you an opportunity to probably take advantage of some serious support. So I've got KSM up here, and KSM, of course, is really a very popular coin because of the scarcity involved in it. This has got to do with the Polkadot chain. You'll notice instantly there is a support that was found during the crash, but notice where KSM is. KSM's 395. So it's trading at 395 while it already dropped off from the peak down to this trough of quite a lot. In fact, I'll grab that. So even though Polkadot's been making new highs, KSM moved too fast, too quick. It's down 33% down the low and about 30% right now. So this is the type of thing that I like to look at in the crypto markets. Polkadot, I actually thought would recover better than it did, and it certainly did not recover as well as I'd hoped because you should have seen Polkadot probably around 40 by now. I wouldn't have thought it would be 36. Chainlink did the best. Chainlink went all the way back up above 40. So it pays to always think about, we're in a flash crash. All of the coins are going to get bashed up. If you see huge disparities on coins that are hot going into it, they're the ones that have the interest on them. So as people pile in, you can always tell when people are piling in because all the payment services will crash. So every payment service were crashing on the weekend. Guys, how many did you see crash? I saw 3 separate payment services crash on Sunday alone. Like, I was trying to get some more money in, and I couldn't even get it in. It was just crashing constantly on me. It was really, really annoying. Tom's coins are consolidating, says Truly Messiah. What does that mean? Levius says, Wall Street original posters I got no issues with. YouTube is constantly saying that, oh yeah, well, yes, but of course that's a lot to do with pushing a rhetoric. I understand it. Love Kusama, says David, yes, it's a good coin. But I'm not in this one at the moment, but I do definitely, I'm sniffing it out. I'm thinking about it, and it does interest me. Doge, of course, sitting here about 40 cents. You'll notice, where are we? So, couple of things. 4 hours, guys. You know I love this time frame. You know, 4 hour, 8 hour daily. That's where we live for the bigger pullbacks. What happened on the weekend during that flash? We had that crash down to 23. We hit it again. Just around those 4 hours, we saw a lot of pull up. And now, actually, this is the interesting thing. Check out this 4 hour. What just happened on Doge recently here was a closure point above any other close on the 4 hour. Let's have a look at the 8 hour. Let's consider over here the 8 hour. The 8 hour hasn't closed yet. This is my favorite time frame. 8 hour and daily on the cryptos. And you'll notice here it hasn't closed yet, but it's trying to. Now, what I wouldn't like to see happen is Doge to go back down to, what is this, 38-ish cents, and then to close there. That wouldn't be ideal. I want to see a closure above 38 cents to signify that this really is prepared to move to the next level. What happens at the next level, guys? What are your predictions on, let's say Doge breaks out? Does it stop at 50? Does it stop at 60? Does it stop at 70 or $1 or what market cap size? Let me know your thoughts right now in the chat. I'd really appreciate what everyone is thinking here. Snagged a bunch of Link at $30. Well done, Levius. Very nice. 30% retracements on alts are sexy, he says. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's gone, Tom. It's all gone, says Maddie. What's all gone? What's gone? What about Tron? Slow recovery also. Tron is a... Dan, you know what I think? Dan, you're sneaky out there. You know what I think about Tron. You don't get me started on that one, Dan. For anyone that knows, I do know Dan in real life, so that's why he's doing that to me. Stupid Tron. What's your view of how the dollar index will fall? Yeah, we'll take a look. Don't worry, we're going to be looking through all markets today. Nothing changes. We will continue. People says Doge never stops, Marcus Horn says. Next stop, 60 cents. So you think it never stops? Well, it never stops trading, so you're technically correct. 69 cents coming in from Dr. Horton, 69 from David B. Jeff Mueller says 55. Lucian Marin says $1. Past 50 cents going to the 70 cents, says Sus Boy. And then Darth Sidious says to the moon. Well, we'll see very, very soon. All right, Kara Marga super chat at $4.99. Can we take a look at NUE? Certainly will in a few moments there, Kara. Probably about 10:15 though. Mike H super chat at $4.99. How do we think Mara and Riot will do today? Red, Mike. But maybe some recovery. Oh, it's hard because there's a lot of retail money in there in those ones. I never thought they were necessarily worth that much. They were trading off Bitcoin valuation. And of course, now we've seen Bitcoin crash over the weekend and still trading at 57K. I think they're going to actually hold pretty low. They were very, very hot assets. And therefore, people will be pulling money out of those and going into the cryptos themselves. So I feel like a lot of people over the weekend have opened up crypto accounts. Guys, how many of you out there have been opening crypto accounts recently? So a lot of you would have used Robinhood in the US. So welcome to the US viewers. But in other countries, of course, you may have had different types of crypto ones. But I know they restrict you, I believe, in Robinhood. So if they restrict you from investing, people are probably getting different accounts. I've had a few people call me and say, hey, I'm moving from this stupid, crappy kind of retail pleb investor platform, and then I'm moving to a new one. So, yeah. Tom, Square holding at 250. Pino, these are days, like everyone trades Square like it's linked to Bitcoin or something. I don't get it, guys. That to me is an opportunity. Hey, if crypto burns sometime this year, and let's say Bitcoin goes to 30,000 or something, and Square gets belted for it, I think that is stupid. So I'll be like, give it to me. Give me more. I want more. Just give me more. I don't care. I'm Warren Buffetting that stuff. Just buy. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it and we're going to take the opportunities at the smart times. Now, that's what I personally am looking at. But of course, you guys need to make your own decisions on that type of stuff. All right, let's have a look around the markets here. So gold here had a bit of a breakout earlier. Went to 1790 or just underneath. Look at that, smidgening around that, and then kind of sold off. You can see gold now trading at 1776. Go down to the 4 hour, big sell-off occurring here. Let's go to the dollar index, see if it's coinciding. It totally isn't, so that's an interesting one there. Maybe a bit of manipulation, a bit of money being pulled, possibly going to crypto. This is a huge sell-off in the dollar index. So that's the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. And you can see here it's actually hitting the US 100 at the same time. So this dollar index is not ideal. It's not the kind of thing that you want to see happen that quickly, because while it does happen, you'll notice it's starting to actually hit around the markets a little bit. And because the markets are falling, gold will also fall in line. I do think, though, weak dollar, even though it's flashing here a little bit, will all coincide with more bullish movement on gold. You go back to gold, I'll just show you a very quick thing. I chucked this in the discussion points today during my video that I presented in the private room. I was just talking about this coiling and talking about the support here at 1772. And this breakout, let's have a look here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Notice how it breaks out in 4 hour, but it won't break out on an 8 hour or daily. It's the problem with these charts right now is there's so much manipulation going on the smaller time frames. You're being reduced to having to use higher than 4 hour a lot of the time on some of these commodities. I'm actually using pretty much exclusively daily 8 hours on the commodities to prove concepts of break. That's actually what I'm having to look at because it's really, really, really tough. What happens on 20th of the 4th, Lucian Marin says, well, the thing with Doge and 20th of 4th is really all about the amount of social media pressure that's supposedly going to come in. And of course, if everyone's talking about it, you get it trending across the world. The concept is that, and you better believe Elon will be in there. Guys, do you not think Elon, who thinks that Elon will tweet on 20th of April about Doge? Do you guys think Elon will do it? Chronically Sam says, like the video, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How about Roblox? How about Clove? Yeah, we'll check out a whole bunch of these. Tesla longs got pie in the face this morning, says Reese. Yeah, so we'll go through the markets, but let's just quickly cover off some TA here on BTC, etc. So firstly, daily 50 held. Do you know how important this is? Daily 50 held, daily 50 held, daily 50 held, daily 50 held. All of this breakout ever since the beginning, daily 50 has held the entire recovery. Okay. Now, does that matter? I tend to think kind of does. And it does show you that the market is quite strong. The closure occurred here right around the previous support. And it kind of makes me think like this flash, while it of course did happen, and from top to bottom, you're looking at a 21% flash crash here on Bitcoin, may just be that. If we get underneath the daily 50 though, I'm starting to get a little bit worried, because I think we not only are going back down to this 51,000 zone, but we might even be going back to the 44,000 zone. There's some serious concerns here. Get the daily 50 to hold, which it did so far. And even if it consolidates here, that will be quite strong. So Bitcoin looks okay. Let's go down to the 2 hour time frame. 2 hour time frame, resistance, support. You'll notice the support here becomes resistance. Resistance is broken, becomes support again, which is always what happens on the smaller time frame. So if you're like a little day trader scalper, this is the zone you would have been targeting in on, especially when it broke past here. Any retest here, you would have just been like, buy. And that's the type of higher probability action that you can always take. You saw the daily close, you saw the movement up here, you saw the closure above, you saw the pullback. That's the type of area that you just go, okay, I'm going to buy it because I know that there's a little smidgen for me to make when dealing with leverage, synthetics, those kind of things in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looks all right. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's dealing with the 2300. You know 2300 is a super important level. An Ethereum breakout above 2300, I think spikes. Well, of course, it'll spike to 2400 because that's the next level. But yeah, any closure above here is going to be very, very strong. This is a 2 hour, but it's really just 2300 support, or resistance, support, resistance. It's acting very technically, very similar bounce to Bitcoin. Resistance becomes support again. It's just the same story time and time again. Once the market starts to float above these levels, and I think the Doge is really holding it back right now, actually, from being able to do this. You can see here that, actually, we haven't got it on the screen. Let me just pick it up. Let me pick it up here because I know it's moving. There we go. I'll leave Doge there on the left-hand side. So with that Ethereum position, it's really just like Doge has to do its thing. Last week, we saw huge weakness across all the other cryptos while Doge was running. So if Doge runs into the 20th of April, we may continue to see weakness in the other coins until Doge does its thing, reaches max anticipation, max hype, max euphoria, whatever the price is going to be, and then we move back into the altcoin market. Mike Boneville says Coinbase account opened. V Aguilar says SafeMoon 150% last 24 hours. Who's in? I am not in with you on that one, unfortunately, but I understand you've got to have a plan on all these types of things. I'm not taking any chips, Elon or Gates. Let's have a look here. Scroll up. Let's see. Do you cover Forex? Yeah, we cover everything, man. We do it all. He won't because there's enough hype at the moment. No need for him to flex to pump. Okay, so you think Elon's not coming in here. I think it's a Twitter bot. He will tweet about weed, says Silver Liner. Okay. Zero, he does the dollar. All right. Did you invest yet, Tom? I'm always invested. Depends what I'm invested in. I'm always invested. If you're talking about Doge, no, I'm not in this one. Look, it's cool, but I am in some other alts, and I'm pretty happy. The Sunday situation was all right. I just wish I could get more in because I got blocked on a few when I was trying to submit more coins. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, so yes, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they're looking quite strong. 2,300 to watch for Ethereum for the bull case, and BTC, you saw the levels before. ADA, strong buying, pressure still coming through. This is definitely much weaker than the other coins, but I think everything's kind of signaling. Once Ethereum and BTC show the way, you'll see ADA and DOT start to also recover. DOT is not doing so well around the $38 mark. You'll notice here it comes, hits the $38 mark, sells off. I'd like to see recovery in DOT right now and for it to move above 38. Then it goes to 40, gets through 40, and you're back into probably all-time highs, really. DOT really will react very strongly once it gets past 40. So 40 is going to be a line. I'm just going to chuck it there for this week. There it is. It's on the chart and ready to go. Move over to Link. Link was one of the best recoveries. This was amazing recovery here. Went down to around 30. A few people said they got it there, which is great for you guys. And you'll notice it had a massive bounce off, huge wick rejection again, and now it's probably going to consolidate. I think the bulk of the big Link move is done. Now you'll see money float out of Link and probably start to move into some of these other alts because the risk reward is becoming bigger in the other coins. That's just the way that I think about it. And I'm sure many traders will be looking at that when you're seeing a $39.65 and then all of a sudden you go over and you go, there's some value over here in the other coins. Maybe we should be checking those out. And we talked about Kasama and others. VE Chain was another one that recovered very, very strongly. Let's move over to the markets. We saw here the US 100, the Nasdaq coming down a little bit. So it's actually sold off from its highs. And if you go down to the 5-minute chart, you'll notice here through the session, it's been pretty stable. And then all of a sudden, the last couple of hours, it's really sold off quite a lot. So it's sold off quite a lot here. 13,971 goes up to around 14,050. That's the range that we've seen. I'd like to see it recover here right now, right here for the market open. So I want it to kind of open around 14,000 ideally. If we get just around there for the market open, I'll feel pretty comfortable about the day. We of course have earnings coming in here. Earnings season is upon us. IBM after the close. Make sure you get this chart, guys. Earnings whispers, always a good place to get physical, nice, visual kind of representations of what's going on. We've got Coke today, pre-market. We've also got IBM after. What else have we got? Nothing else there for me, but I'll be watching this Netflix like a hawk. I'll definitely be checking that out. Maybe we'll do some Netflix analysis soon. Snap, Intel, Mattel will be something I might look at as well. American Express later on in the week. So there is a little bit of earnings here, especially Intel, Snap, Netflix, some big tech that's going to lead the way for the euphoric rise in the stock market. We're at a critical resistance. We're incredibly high here right now. Will we be able to continue the run through those trend lines? I'm not 100% sure whether we will or not, based on earnings. We have to see based on earnings because every other metric we're at resistance on the S&P 500. IWM, as we thought, is coming in a little bit. Well, it's not actually coming in any good. So it's coming in 0.88. It was up 0.16. Let's have a look here at the daily. So I'll show you the daily here. You can see 222.68. So 222.68 is right around where you hope it finds buying pressure. If it does come back down to 220, that's the point of no return. It has to buy. This is the Russell 2000. It has to buy off 220. So today will be relatively important to the stock market, but it'll be more about certain companies. We'll quickly do a scroll over here. Notice Mara, Riot, the two big ones that everyone looks at to do with cryptocurrencies got belted. They're down 7.91% and 7.21% pre-market here. We also have Oxygen down. I put Peloton in here. Peloton was down about, I think, 8 or 9% before in the pre-market. Now it's only down 6. Unfortunately, a child died using, I think he got stuck in it. It's pretty bad, pretty sad. But that has led to some very poor media for Peloton. They'll have to counteract that, obviously, put in place a few things. You can see here as well, Sundial is down 3.73% today, and other weeds like Afria, Tilray, they are also down. On the other side, what's green? Well, we got GameStop up to 169. That has to close above 173 for me to feel good about it again, and then it goes towards the 200 barrier, but 9.57. I think this is fueled a lot by the Dogecoin stuff, actually. I think that's strong movements for the market. And we'll go over here and we'll check out what else is going in. We got down, Nvidia down 2.98. So again, having a bad day. Tesla down 2.4, 721. Square down because of Bitcoin. I don't really get it. I just think that it's I know they have some, and I know Tesla have some as well, but to me, it's not like enough to be moving the market this kind of way. So I always think of it as an opportunity if you see past why the market seems to belt it for these kind of things. So yeah, and there it is, PayPal, Teladoc, all of those down for the session. Okay, let's get over here to some of these ones. So we had Michael again with the $2 donation. Watch Doge go into the Wall Street Bets coin ICO at market open, he said. Karamaga wanted me to do NUE. So let's have a look at NUE. Welcome as well to the 1,530 viewers that are already joining us. It's Monday morning. I'm pumped. I hope you guys are too, because we have another fantastic week, I believe, of trading opportunities. Whether you're a cryptocurrency person, you're a commodities person, because commodities are looking good too, or stock person. NUE, okay, your request here, daily, is quite interesting. Let's have a look at a weekly, just to get a bit of an idea where this stock's been. So we've got resistance here at the 70, and it's closed up. Okay, I noticed something instantaneously about this chart. I'm going to scroll down. So something I noticed was that we had kind of an equal series of lows, or very, very close to equal series of lows, but we did have a little bit of a declining level. And you know I don't like this type of thing unless it breaks out. So we had a declining level of lower highs. Okay? So lower highs is not ideal. Basically what you want to see is you want to see one of these highs get taken out with a new higher high. And that's actually going to be a very strong signal. Because what is this effectively? It's coiling after a large price move. It is some people call it a descending triangle, the way I've drawn it here. Don't worry about the pattern. Who cares? What we're talking about here is market psychology. So the market's telling you that there is actually furthered weakness here. So the buying pressure is reducing each time it goes up. Therefore, if it closed above this point, what's that instantly telling you? The price action says, flick the switch, we're ready to go, pump it all day, let's go back up there. So this is the thing I'm looking for, a closure above these two highs. What price is that? Looks like it's around $80.40, so it's not that far away. But while it stays in this line, while it stays in here, meh, doesn't really matter. The more it comes down here, the more likely it is to break through. And then, of course, because of the huge move in the way up, it could expose something like $72 to you. So you've got to really wait for your confirmation signals on something like this. Thank you for the donation. Mike H, how do we think Mara and Riot will do today? I tend to think they're going to go pretty poorly. I'll load up Mara. Let's have a look at the actual charts. Do I have the right Mara there? Yeah. So, ooh, 36.05. Okay. I feel like it's on the support. So hopefully it buys off this. I mean, it's down 7.4% down pre-market. Bitcoin lost some, but it's already been dumping pretty heavily and not been favored. No one's been buying this or talking about it much. Yeah, I feel like it's on support. This trend line here is solid. It probably even goes through some of these other lows if you extrapolate it out. Oh, not quite. I mean, it depends how you want to. You can curve fit it like that and be like, yeah, it hits all of them. But yeah, I do think this is a trend line. I do think that those three lows are compelling, and hopefully it can hold this. This is a falling knife, guys. Let's get some falling knives in the chat. Put those emojis, spam them in the chat, because there's no doubt that if you're picking this thing up right now, you are picking up a knife that could cut you open. Unfortunately, that would be a pain, but what do you do? What do you do? That's the support. Riot will be probably quite similar. Let's load up Riot here. 41.50, yeah, right around the level of previous buying. So they're both on support. They're both at the right or correct levels. The question is, will demand come back in? And because they're linked to BTC, if you feel like BTC is moving back up, there's still opportunities, but they won't ever have the hype in them like they did over here, because that hype's over here, guys. That's been overtaken by the Doge coin. There's the falling knives. Thank you very much for bringing them in. We'll scroll up here. Denise Oki says, how is the pitchfork indicator used? Oh, the pitchfork. This thing here. You basically put it in, you're looking for like channels and you're looking for ranges through the channel. What I might do, Denise, if you're in the Discord, message me a little bit later, and because you gave me $4.99, and I'll show you how to use this correctly. Like I'll show you basically the breakdown of it with an example. I have to find an example for you so I can show you how it's used. But yes, you're looking for effectively a channel range and then distances on each side, like kind of like extreme levels of push out. Not a huge fan of the pitchfork. It's okay if you don't know how to draw lines and look what you're looking at, but I would always go with fib, drawing your trend lines and understanding the price action. Draw your own channels and your own ranges as much as you can. What else we got here? Knock Knock Super Chat $2.99. Great stream. Learning lots. Cheers from San Diego. Thank you so much there, Knock Knock. Appreciate your support. Got Dave EP Super Chatting $4.99. Thank you very much there, Dave. No message, but just lots of support. Appreciate it. Jason Kiloffer Super Chat $5. NEE, please, Tom. And I'm just going to read this next one because it's funny, because it's about games here, guys, and I do like a bit of the games. Knock Knock Super Chat $5. Tom, new map from Call of Duty dropping this week. Thinking of punting my 20 shares of Activision after. Thoughts? Blizzard Activision, my love-hate relationship stock. Because I love Blizzard so much, but I hate what it's become. Denise said, will do. No worries. That's fine. Donkin Dave says, God sold my Mara stock Friday. I was selling something else and Mara auto-loaded on my system. It sold before I realized it. Sold for a $1,000 profit. I'd be in the red today. That's very lucky for you, Donkin Dave. Very lucky for you. That's awesome. Well, guys, we're already at 304 likes. If you guys are keen on Doge today, you're keen on the stock market moving back up, you know what to do. Let's get this stream towards 500 likes because I want to watch those memes with you together. I just chucked them in before the stream. I didn't even get a chance. Let's do the NEE for Jason. We'll check that out. You can see Doge on the left-hand side moving towards the 41. Previous highs 46.43. So we'll chuck that down as a line we're looking at in the markets. Of course, 20th of April is the key point for Doge because that's what the community is trying to organize. I would expect it to be trending around the world. And remember, what has not happened so much is the mass media have not been pushing Doge. Have you guys been realizing that? That the mass media are not pushing it. Interesting. No discussions about it so much. Have you guys been seeing discussions through the media on Doge or just like completely nothing at all? This is NEE that we've got up here. We're on a 4 hour. Let's move over to a monthly so we can get an idea of what's going on. So you'll notice instantaneously some pullbacks are occurring. This pullback was beautiful support. Previous body close is here, just comes down a little bit earlier, gets a monthly bullish hammer. So nice. Then it's moved above, even better. Let's go to the weekly. Very strong. I love this consolidation. When you see that breakout, guys, doesn't get better than that for buying. So that's a great buy there. Well done. Let's go down the daily. Beautiful closure above. This is all I would have needed. Even though that looks like a crap, to most people, that looks like a crap candle. To me, it's confirmation. The next one is what most people would think, but if you're big brain, you'll be looking at this one ideally and thinking that's the one for me. I don't mind this candle because it's above all other closes. Don't worry about this bearish one. It's the bullish momentum close that you need to think about there. So the movement's gone on. What can we say about this? Well, firstly, we've got range here. So we know what the range is going to be. We also know that it's probably starting to complete that. So it's closed above 80. Very important level for it to get through. The range was calling for an 82.50. I don't think I care about that. I'm thinking 85 bucks. Somewhere around 85 bucks is the resistance for this. Is it super strong to buy it in here? Not really. You would hope probably a bit of a pullback first. So like a little bit of a down. Hit maybe the 20 moving average and then pull back up. But things are in line towards a movement of 85-ish on NEE. This is Nexterra Energy Utilities Company. Utilities are kind of making it back a little bit here at this stage. Dr. Horton says magnifying glass, big brain. That's right. Mass media isn't putting any FUD out on AMC or GME this weekend, says Josh Barnett. Fair enough. Darth Sidious says it's true. He's promised so many videos. Darth Sidious, I haven't promised that many videos. I promised TradingView videos where I would talk about the way that I like to use TradingView. But guys, give me a break here. You know, look, I got black eyes sometimes. Black, wrinkly eyes because of the markets. They've been burning me alive. Been burning me alive. Oh my God. I would get destroyed by that guy, Ty. I'll give you $5 to go and fight Jake Paul. I saw your thing. Yeah, so I will do TradingView videos eventually, but the market will have to settle down. And I have to get some other things out. I'm improving the private community, the public community, the stream. There's so many new things coming, but can't do it right now. Kaichi Zhang, I think it is. $5.99. TPW got a shooting star today. Is the run over? TPW. Temple and Webster Group. Yeah, you're right. Straight away, you are correct on the shooting star. Right around where you don't want it to be too, that $11. We haven't got any follow on yet. So really, like what you do is you break this down as a percentage, then you'll move underneath. And ideally, if it gets under here by a little bit, so let's say a percentage of this candle and closes, or even just if it gets underneath, that's probably going to sell, and depends how long you want to hold it for. I don't think it necessarily means it's going to sell off all the way back down to $9, but it is going to sell off a little bit. Hit these moving averages would be my expectation, somewhere around this $10, $10.20. So it's still a decent sell off there, and then it could move back up. If you're worried about this candle though, usually you want to see a little bit more, because this is a bearish looking candle at the correct resistance, no doubt. But if you get a closure above this, oh my goodness, so bullish, so bullish. That combo, the 1-2 punch combo, where you've got effectively what looks like a selling candle that turns into a bullish momentum close, it takes out all the stop losses, it traps everyone, and then it pushes to the next level. So I would wait for a little bit more, but you are correct. That is exactly where you don't want a shooting star to occur, and it is stopping you from being able to get to your $12 target. So really at this stage, you've got moving averages galore on the daily down here around 1020. I would think there's going to be buying pressure there. So even if it comes down, should be buying pressure. And if it closes above here, let's say it has a decent day and gets above, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Levius, free fate. I'm just going to read this out here. I'll never forget watching coins get 51% in the 2017 bull run. Yep, if you're around for all the bull runs, I was around for the original Bitcoin bull run. I remember 1,000 plus Bitcoin all the way to 200, and everyone forgot about it again. I'll never trust small cap coins with big cash again. You get obliterated. So basically you lose if it crashes and the market properly pulls like it does from 17, like it did from the previous runs, 13, 14, etc. When it happens, you will lose like 95% of your money. And I'm not kidding you. If the crash occurs like every other time it has, you will lose around 95% of your money if you hodl and and if you hodl from the top to the bottom and then you end up selling, because these altcoins most of the time lose huge amounts. I mean, to give you an idea, Icon, pretty popular coin near the end of the cycle, went up to around 13, 14, maybe even $20 on some exchanges, went all the way back to 10 cents. Pretty big drop. Not unheard of. So yeah, Kaichi, that's pretty much my thoughts, TPW. Good luck on that one. Let's have a look at the weekly close. Oh, that was the weekly. Was it the weekly? Wait, the weekly was the same as the daily? Don't know what's going on there. Madness. But yeah, that was the zone. Michael Davis accusing me of never making the Trading View video. I will soon. $2. Thank you very much, Michael. Be done. Tyron Abella says $5 and I request you fight Jake Paul. I'll pay $1,000. You pay me $6 million. $6 million, Tyron. And I will take a beating, because I'll probably just like train my head to take a bit of a beating, get knocked out instantly, take the 6 mil, and then invest in the market. The aim is get taken out as fast as possible so that you don't get hurt anymore. $6 million, man. 6 million. Darth Sidious, super chat $2. Do you prefer a long leg doji or a hind leg doji? Well, long leg doji, man. Long leg doji. I get it though. Good play. I was actually thinking about that because I love the long leg doji candle so much. It's probably my favorite candle. So when you think about it, this coin should be for me. I should be in this coin back in the day and be hodling it since then. Jose de Ponte Pereira. What a great name. $5. Hi, Tom. Can you please check out for me Nikola and Virgin Galactic and Workhorse? Oh, Jose. Some of those are scary, scary companies. We'll check it out. Levius says, I made a BitConnect account. That was a mistake, Levius. The same day they went under. Wow. I dodged a huge Ponzi scheme. Yes. Yes, you did. Never get into any of those points. That was a shocker. At least with this, it's honest about what it is. It's a meme. It's a meme coin, and that's what it is. It's honest. It's technically a bit of a free market, really. The BitConnect, oh, that was terrifying. So pre-market here, we got US 100. The Nasdaq is down 0.43%. The US 500 down 0.14%. We'll do your stuff in a minute, Jose. We certainly will. But I think we're probably getting on 500 likes. Guys, we're at 433. Let's get the hype started. I need the hype. Just a little bit more. Let's get us to 500. Can you do it? Got 1,567 viewers out there. I'm sure we can get it done. I've been shorting Nikola since 14, says Levius. All right, let's have a look at Nikola. Nikola Corporation, 11 bucks. Something I have not bought on the chart for a very long time. Everyone remember this from last year? The hype train was real. Got all the way up to 93. Massive blow off. And then the GME thing. Or was it not GME thing? Sorry, the General... Was it General Motors, I think? They had like a little deal that happened here, if I remember rightly. Or maybe it was here. And then since then, it's just degraded. Look, unfortunately, this chart looks completely degrading. There's nothing here that looks bullish. If you go down to the 4 hours, what you'll notice is it's effectively just channeling on the way down. So you've got like your trend line up the top that's just selling off. You've got your trend line down the bottom that it's selling off. That's it. It's just a massive, hideous trend line of bearish momentum. And unfortunately, that is what it's doing. And it doesn't look like it's going to change doing that. If it comes up here, expect selling. If it comes down here, expect buying, etc., etc., etc. You can see how it is. And that's the way I would be breaking down this chart right now. Next one that you had was SPCE, I believe, Virgin Galactic, another company that's copped it. Richard Branson selling out of this is not ideal for you. Obviously, Chamath sold all of his as well. It's on support. So we found that support 23.20-ish. Found that a few times now. And last time it bounced off. But now that Branson's out of it, you need to see heavy consolidation. I think that it's unlikely just to go straight back up. Even Cathie Wood wasn't buying huge quantities of this. So it's something where I would be careful of SPCE at this point. This is another falling knives in the chat type of event. Wiko Kaha has just come in, just says Doge, 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 Doge. Lots of spam, man, but it doesn't really help. Oh, wow. Yeah, unfortunately, SPC's down there. And the last one you had was Workhorse. Haven't looked at this either in a little bit. Workhorse. Oh, there's one good bit of news. So we go down to the 1 hour. What you'll notice is this actually has broken from its trend line down. So no matter how you draw this trend line, this actually has found buying pressure through that big move from 11 up to 14-ish dollars. And it's right on support right now. So it's trading at 13 bucks. Yeah, this looks more bullish than the others. We go to the 4 hour. See how that closure occurred and it's back down on the 20. So this is where you expect it to actually bounce back up and start moving towards the 15. This chart looks a lot better than the others. This looks a lot stronger. It's finding the previous resistance as support. It's broken that series of lower highs coming through or lower peaks. That's the type of strength that you want to see. Degradation could be done here on this for now. All right, I think we hit 500, guys. Thank you so much. 543 likes. Let's get ready. I know I am intro 7 coming your way. This is iteration 7 of it. Thank you for the memes. As always, guys, join the public Discord community. At least get in there because you know what? The memes are fire and I appreciate it a lot. It's good. Thanks so much, guys. 1,600 people in the arena here ready to go for stock market Monday open. We're opening in 40-ish minutes. GameStop's up a little bit. Doge is up a lot. Meme things across the world are moving. What happens next? Find out. Oh man. People will buy that right now, believe me. Krypton monopoly. Hot dang. Damn. That was pretty good. Thank you very much for getting us to the 500, guys. Would you buy Cryptonopoly? Would you buy it? $50. If Hasbro made Cryptonopoly, would you purchase that? I feel like I would. I so would. I'd buy that thing. $50. It has to look kind of like that, except I don't know why Bitcoin Cash is Park Lane. We don't do no Bitcoin Cash for Park Lane. We need something better. And also maybe Doge needs to be upgraded from the crappest property on the board. Nope. Haha lol what says I would not buy Cryptonopoly. Oh, that's a bit sad. John Barnett says I absolutely love this hype. It's good, man. Nikos Sachs says, Tom, do you believe in $1 Doge? Yeah, I guess it's possible. I don't think it's truly worth like $100 billion. Like a lot of people don't. But if there is enough power of the people, I mean, did I think the GME would originally hit 460-ish? No, I thought that was going to be hard. There was reasons, don't get me wrong, but it shows you that if everyone piles into something and holds it, it is possible. The thing with Doge, it depends also whether people, bigger traders like Wall Street kind of and big whales get in there and start really pressuring it down. It really depends on the manipulation because it is quite manipulatable if they get involved in it. And the question is, do they have systems ready to get involved in it? That's my major concern there for Doge to $1. But we've already seen it move heavily up and it seems to be holding for now. So yeah, I guess it's possible. It's possible. Crazy, but possible. Livius says, no, I gave up on Monopoly. Hey, I don't like Monopoly playing the game anymore. Catan, guys, so much better. Catan is so much better. Have I done PLTR or Piton Net, guys? No, Shane, I haven't, but I am going to cover both. Piton, of course, very critical day here. So we're only down 0.37% now for the US 100. We're only down 0.05. Look at this. Look at the recovery here. US 500, 0.09. US 30, 0.06. Things are definitely looking a little bit better. But as is normal, when the Doge keeps running, it's killing all the alts. It's killing them. Look at this. BTC, ETH, ADA, all the alts not doing so well. John Barnett, super chat of $5. Thank you very much, John. Can we check out Clove? Yeah, we can put Clove on the screen. Here we go. Clover Health Investments. And also, can we get your opinion on what you think RY dropped 60% after hours on Friday? Citadel was RI's biggest investor. Oh. Did they have to liquidate? I don't know. I haven't followed that news. I'm not as strong in that news maybe, but I follow a lot of markets, that's why. Clove here, yeah, looks a bit better. This actually doesn't look too bad on a 4-hour from a break perspective. Let's scroll down. We have to actually get in here and zoom in and look at the closures. So we've got the high here. No closure. Closure above. Very strong play. Let's go to the daily. Okay, so that daily didn't close above, but the 4-hour did. Back to the 4-hour. Oh, it's so tough. Like, this actually looks way better. Because you got your base formation between your 7 and your 9. This is a health life insurance company that's been belted very heavily. You know that 10 is a big problem for it. Because it came in as a SPAC, I believe, at 10. So that's why it sold just around 10 the first time. You've been watching this for some time, I think, John. I'd love to see a daily above the 9. I'd love to see this close above the line because this is signifying a larger move. You think about it, let's go for this little bit of room here. Even if we extrapolate that up from the high, you can see it pushes to like an 1134. So this is the type of basing formation that we've been talking about on the stream for some time. And you've actually been following this for a while as well. So I like the breakout. I'd love to see a daily. That would be a lot stronger. Let me see what I'm getting an alert here for. It's a Doge alert. It says it's down. We can see it's down a little bit. I got alerts for all the coins. Don't worry, I see them. But yeah, the resistance here, I'd love a daily close, and then fairly significant. Does it proof? Probably even a little bit higher, somewhere around that 1174 might be where you could go there. Even a little bit higher. It's a very heavily shorted stock, Clov. Yeah, it is. Well, it can be very heavily shorted. Doesn't change the fact that these buy lines here, the current momentum you're seeing in the market, it's the right type of thing for a breakout to be occurring here. So hugely short, sure. But look where it came from. It came from 1741 down, and all of a sudden it's had two spurts on it. Volume will be up on both of these. So if we loaded up volume here, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that volume is going to be up though. So look at the volume spike that came through here. Holy moly, that's a big volume spike on that move. And another big one, massive one here. So this volume spike was even bigger. Things are definitely looking a lot better on this particular one. The other that you had was RY. Royal Bank of Canada. Dropped 60% after hours. Was it just like a wrong price? I did read about this quickly. Like, I skimmed it. Someone said, oh, RY mispriced. Anyone in the chat know? I didn't follow it because I'm not in this particular one. I think that it was impossible that it goes that low. It's probably a misprice from the brokers. Liquidity feeds. It's not unusual for feeds to go wrong after markets. PK Subban says, I've been holding Clov at $13. I couldn't sleep for 2 months. That is not good to hear, PK. Oh, man, I feel bad for you. Thad Habla says, did Tom just call himself a rocket scientist? Sure. We study rockets on charts. So, yeah, why not? I draw rockets. I draw fences. I'm a fencer and a rocket scientist on the charts. There you go. RH is at 33.75. RH. There's something else, though. I don't understand what you guys are talking about there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Eka Aurora, Super Chat, $2 Singapore. Thoughts on JKS breaking descending triangle? Ooh, okay. JKS. Poor Jinko. I have them on my roof, but it's just not been doing so well. Yeah, so it did break down, and then it found bullish pressure straight away, which is strange. So the gap down, it came up. Damn, that's a strange chart. That's the kind of chart where even though you should be shorting here, so usually you would short right here because you'd say, okay, it's broken the descending, this triangle down. You should be short. I'm not convinced that part of pattern. So I know it's pre-market up, but don't worry about that. I'm just talking about this. Firstly, it closes underneath and it opens underneath, doesn't hold a bearish candle. That doesn't mean bearishness. That means the market's kind of bullish. Then you have a long leg doji, a bullish looking candle, a long leg doji, whatever, doesn't get a new low, and then you've got a bullish candle. This type of thing I would not short into. It's too dangerous. There's too much random signals here in the price action. See how the price action tells us a very strange story? Now, if the first candle was bearish, like a big red bearish candle here, I'd be like, yeah, that thing's going burning down. So I think you're in this stock, if I remember rightly, and you should be much happier with it today. 39.28 is strong price. Maybe this is a fake out. Let's have a look at the weekly. So the weekly is 2 rejections there off the 34.75. This is why I don't short stocks. It's hard to short stocks. Easy to buy them. Hard to sell them. Very hard. 39.28 is good. I would love it to close around there for you today because that would be breaking back into these previous supports and we could start to really make a concerted effort of moving up. What are you looking for? A slight break of this trend line. These series of lower highs coming through, and you'll notice it goes all the way back there. It's going to do it potentially today. I mean, it just needs to get $40 plus. Much better chart than it was. Good luck. Craig Wood, super chat at $5. Tom, Awesome TA. Thank you so much, Craig. Thoughts on TER, T-E-R, and SAVE? We'll check those out in a minute. Let's do a quick, thank you very much. We'll do a quick check of the markets here. We've got BTC coming down 56,500, down a little bit from where it was before. Ethereum, we need these charts to get above. Ethereum must crack 2,300. I want to see 2,300 by the end of the day, closed above. We can go back to all-time highs. ADA, meh, 2.4%. I'm telling you, Doge is killing the markets. It's good for Doge. It's bad for everyone else. This happened last time when this coin was strong. It was killing everything else. So yeah, that's what's happening on the crypto sides. The rest of the market seems to be pulling up except for the US 100. Let's see what's leading it. Let's go in here. Pre-market. Green is CP. Beijing ResMed. Bit of healthcare coming through, which we suspected would be one of the strong sectors. Then on the backside, we've got this biotech company. We've got Coinbase. What a flop. 330. Will Coinbase go to 300? Will it find buying pressure at 300? We'll go back to looking at Coinbase TA when it hits 300, and then we'll check it out. We've also got Square down 2.57. This we have to look at on the charts. 249, we must look at it because I believe it's kind of hitting support again. We'll check it out together. Tesla, 722, must hold 720 today. The bad news is hitting Tesla plus Bitcoin being down does not help it. And then PayPal and the others. We also have to do Blizzard Activision. I forgot to do that. Let's do Blizzard Activision. 96.48. You asked, do I think that the gaming stocks are over? I kind of do. I feel like gaming stocks like this one have milked their audience and destroyed games. So yes, I sold some up here actually around this level. And for me, even though BlizzCon was coming, I was just like buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of event. And look, these guys, they clearly can't do anything. All they're doing is they're milking Call of Duty and they're milking old games like Diablo 2, which I love. Don't get me wrong. My favorite game of all time, no doubt. But they're milking them. They can't come up with anything new and they're losing their World of Warcraft cash cow. And I don't know, like they're always going to be a good company, but at the same time, are they really? They're kind of destroying their fan base and not coming up with new games. So I think they'll make some good cash over the next 12 months and then they'll burn everyone with all of their new crappy titles that will be mostly flops in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you reckon Diablo 4, if you're a gamer out there, or whatever it is, Diablo Ultimate, play on your mobile, Immortal or something, do you reckon those games are going to be good? Do you think they're going to be mediocre? I'm starting to think like, you know, this game here is going to beat Diablo 4. There's no doubt. There's no way that D4 is going to be better than that. Good pattern here though. Nice strong formation occurred. Breakout occurred, if that's all you care about. Obviously it moves up, finding resistance here. It's coiling before. I could see it go back to all-time highs during earnings, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they have some good cash coming out of Call of Duty this time around. I think they managed to sell plenty of that crappy new one, and they just got so much money. Warzone's a cash cow. Here's a good question Thad's asked. What game is everyone actually even playing in here anymore, other than, of course, the stock market game or the crypto game? Blizzard needs to axe Activision. That's true. But Blizzard needs to get rid of the crazy psycho CEO guy. Oh man, he's mean. He's a mean guy. Is D4 coming out on mobile? Probably. It's not, but it probably will. Tequila Boost says GME. Let's go down here. Let me have a look at GME in the pre-market for you. 10.67%, 171. So we haven't actually done much analysis on this recently. We just had that 173 when it sold through. I actually thought it would go to 120. I was pretty comfortable with it going to 120. That's why, again, you don't usually sell stocks though. You just look at buying them. So it went down. It's come back up now to the 173. And you can see Nothing's changed. 173 is the key level. And if you close through that, what happens? We start to move towards 200. And if you close through 200, then something around this 243. So nothing's really changed here on the charts. We just keep looking at it and we hope it breaks through this resistance, because if it does, it's back on. It's back to being exciting. Right now, that's what you're looking for. World of Warships, says Sprint Cog. The Division 2 Elder Scrolls Online. Wow, classic Sea of Thieves, says Leovis. W. Dig says he metal detects, so he searches for gold nuggets. Profitable game. Profitable game. RuneScape, says Albert. Cyberpunk 27. You can still play that, PK? I thought that thing was like, you know, you kind of play 3 hours of it and then you give up on it a little bit here. Let me just quickly get rid of that. It's probably Teams. There we are. RuneScape, Rome Total War, Rust. Rust's a hardcore game. Apex Legends, etc. All right, let's go back to these donations. So we need to do Craig's. Here we've got Turn Save. And we're going to get Texas Crypto. Super chatting $10. Big clap out to you, Texas Crypto. Please check VET 0.30 soon. Yeah, VET's been really good technicals, man. Well done if you picked that one up. So this is VE chain. VET here. Damn's good. And then I'll go back over to Turn Save. But this crypto is on fire, so it might be time dependent. Let's have a look. Pullback went to 17. Look at this. 17 cents. Then back up into the highs. Can it break out to the 30? Let's have a look here at the different time frames. Go to the 8 hour first. So those beautiful. Oh man, that's so good. Rejection wick again. Great level. That's the level that you expect buying pressure to come back off. Where those closes occurred should become buys. So it has so far. Let's now, highest 8 hour closes ever. Significant. 2 hour. Ooh, 2 hour looks good. That's a juicy looking bullish hammer and pin bar. Little bit of flow on effect. That's what you want, man. Just up here. What is this? 25.62, whatever. Something around there. Maybe even a little higher, 25.7. Once you get back to there, it doesn't need to close, just needs to show you the momentum is still there in this. Then you should be able to snap those new highs off, those 27s, and move towards 30. So I'm excited for you, but I'm excited when... Oh, look at those resistances here. What level is that? Probably right on it. Yeah, I'm excited when you get above here. Again. Because that move was so heavy that you can see profit taking occurring at the resistance, but I'd love it to get back up there because then you get more height moving through to the 30 cents. It's certainly possible. Good luck, Texas Crypto. Thank you for your donation. Okay, TER. Is it the crypto you want or is it Teradyne? Just let me know next time, then I can do it. I'm assuming it's the stock, because we are doing a lot of stock usually. Let's go to the daily. This is a $21.56 billion company. That breakout, you can see the consolidation into a breakout. Why it's so important to buy those types of things. It's hit resistance recently. So previous left-hand resistance has acted, coiling underneath. It's good. 127-ish should be met by support. So somewhere around here, this 127 would be a great level for it to find support. And then if it does find support, movement back up to the 134. And of course, if you get through the 134, 142, quite possible for you. So I like this chart. The volume is dying off a little bit. 4 hour. Pretty low amounts of trade, it looks like, on this chart anyway. Looks fine. Nothing wrong here. Maybe even go to a daily and just draw a fib of the last pullback. So get the fib retracement from here to here. 38.2 around this 124. Maybe it spikes there accidentally, but 23.6 is holding for now. Pre-market could come up. Nothing wrong with this chart other than it hit your first take profit. Good luck on it, but it certainly did hit. And if you were trading this and you weren't taking profit here, or scaling out, I'm not sure what chart you were looking at, but I hope you have some luck there. Craig also had Save. Let's check out Save. Spirit Airlines. This looks boring. Spirit, massive long leg doji. So what do we know? Long leg doji equals indecision. Indecision equals decision going to be made soon. So we basically take those two ranges. We look for a closure at breakout of 39 plus or a closure breakdown below the 34.37. That will signify large moves. The breakdown will be very detrimental. You'd move to 27.88. I don't think that's going to happen. And the breakup would push you back into like a 44 range. So it's in the middle of nowhere. Expect consolidation for now. This was a recovery play. It's had its recovery. It's boring for now until we find out more about vaccine, etc., etc., etc. And you know what I feel about airlines. I hate these stocks so much. So much. But good luck. Good luck with it. Nick M. Power, super chat of $5. Millions of views and BNGO. Okay, we'll check those both out in just a few moments. Let's think about the market right now. 0.41 down, US 100. Let's load up the charts. We are only 19 minutes away from market open, guys. 1,576 people out there ready for Monday market open. If you have feedback, remember to let me know in the Discord community of things that you'd like to see improved on the stream. I do have a new overlay. I haven't been able to implement it just yet, but I will implement it hopefully for tomorrow's stream. We're always interested in your feedback on how to improve the stream and make it better for your viewability. Square now down one of the most today, 2.74%. Bit sad because you guys know I love Square, but it's also an opportunity. We'll check it out very, very shortly. Amazon here. Oops, not Amazon. These are the ones that are up. Bit of healthcare companies. Baidu finally finding some buying pressure, and the rest. So yeah, look, it's a sea of mixtured results. Nothing that exciting either way. The other ones, Peloton, will look at the charts soon. Of course, unfortunately, a kid died on this. The treadmill has really bad press on it right now, so that's going to put further pressure on it. I wouldn't, unless you love this company, I feel like today is going to be a wait and see on Peloton. I'll explain why when we look at the charts. Riot and Mara down the heaviest, and what is up the most? GameStop in the ones, and of course COS, another one of the squeeze stocks. So lots of views. Let's do this. Energy fuels weekly close pretty low. Daily $7, and it's sold back off. On sup, pre-market down again. Oh, it's really hard to do analysis on this because what do I feel about it? I mean, I just kind of feel like it's coming down back down to this level. Should have held 530. Today, you just want to hold 530. If it does, then it can maybe bounce back up to 7. But there's also this little chance it comes a little bit lower, then bounces off that level. Both of these are a decent support. The heaviest support, though, is here, around $4.84. Good luck on this, but it is hard to analyze. Now, once it continues to do this, let's say it continues to range and it breaks out either side, you can trade it like a channel. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. Doge 0.39926. For anyone that's joining us today, of course, the big movement here on Dogecoin is all about this, the Doge tsunami. Whew, look at it. It's like when wheat took me out, just destroyed me. It's when the wheat twister came out, took out the fields, destroyed my CFD positions, blew me backwards. I lost lots of money. That's what the Doge is doing to the shorters potentially on 20th of April. I'm very excited to look at, like, you have to join me 20th of April, guys. You have to subscribe and you have to come for this because it's going to be one of those events that you always are interested in seeing. Whether you like trading crypto or not, it's a lot of fun to experience these types of events. I will enjoy that one. And then we had BNGO. Haven't done this in a little while either, I don't think. BNGO. Oh, that's falling knife. Falling knives in the chat on this one, guys. 546. Shows you time and time again why you can't buy this. When we did it up here at 7, we said if it can't hold 7, and I remember it looked horrible because we drew this series of lower highs coming through, it was going to get bad. And look, it just looks like it's going to keep degrading. I mean, it came from nothing and went crazy in December. Market cap's 1.577 billion. There is nothing here to tell us strength just yet, and I'm sorry to say that to you. I want structure. I want structure. Like a fence, like the one I draw under things. That's what we need. That's what we need. I'm a big gamer and EA is crap, says Lou. Waiting on Rockstar's new titles. Yeah, that'd be cool. Wonder what Rockstar's trading at. I haven't looked at that. Warzone is the only cash cow until a new BR drops, says Tim Lee. That's right. Apex also makes money, though. Valheim. Rockstar Games. Total War. Mana looking good on the 8 hour. Mana looking good on the 8 hour. Mana's looking all right. Did come back down, didn't it? So this was running hot before this whole thing. So it went to 164 from 117. How much percentage is that? 42%. Has gone to 241. Oh, this has a pretty good chart on it. 20 moving average, 2 week rejection, strong follow through. Should have kept going. That's actually strong. Doge is killing the crypto market right now. Look at DOT, 36. 36. 116 is kind of where you expect huge buying pressure on this manner. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Karamaga, $1.99. Could you take a look at Roblox? Yeah, we'd have a look at Roblox. How's that doing since inception of the ICO of the stock? So it went up, down, back up, probably coming back down now. Go to the 2 hour chart. Feel like something like this is what's happening here, guys. Bit of a descending triangle. Of course, these can go either way. The key here is the lower highs. So this is showing weakness, and it's also a fairly new stock. So because it's a new stock and it's weakness, this support becomes very important. That's the 74.70. I would like it to hold that. If it doesn't and it closes through, then we could see some further pressure selling. Where does that go? We don't have much history on it yet, but you'll notice there's so many things coinciding. I see this straight away, trend line through all these lows. I mean, this is time. If Roblox cannot hold here, that's some good TA. That's good levels. It's good levels. It may look like I drew 3 lines, but these lines all intersect at one point, which means that there's a clear level of very big support, or it is going to be a massive sell-off. So Roblox is a cool company. I don't know how much it's worth. I haven't done the fundamentals on it. Maybe someone out in the community knows what they think this thing's worth. But yeah, TA-wise, it has to hold here. Otherwise, bleh, much worse all the way back down. Good luck there, Karamaga. Hopefully it holds for you. Jadamore 71 super chat at $1.99. Thank you so much. And then $4.99 with a message this time. What are your thoughts on BlackRock? When you say, what are my thoughts on BlackRock? Do I like BlackRock investments, like ETFs and stuff? Is that what your thoughts? Or yeah, I mean, they're fine. So if you have a look at their funds, there's nothing wrong with them. If you're talking about this particular stock, is in the investment management stock, which I guess you are. How do I feel about this? I think that these ETF investment companies were a great buy a few years ago. I think they were pretty strong buying because it was changing and people were moving into these kind of passive ETFs, and BlackRock were at the forefront of that. I don't feel that strong about this price. I think that the 20, like any of these stocks, if you're looking at them, there will be a time it'll come back to the 20 exponential moving average. And I would expect it to be somewhere like here. I think it's extended away a little bit, and I don't feel like it's the best price. Going down to the daily again, this is not filling me with confidence. I mean, it's basically running like a 2 hour 20 or something. Yeah, there it is, 2 hour 20. It's being active support here for it. I don't feel like it's that great, mate. But it's still very much trend up. So if you're in it, there's no reason to get out of it right now. But if you're thinking about new positioning, it's not that strong. I feel there's better positions out there. Thank you for your donations. Patrick Jett, super chat of $1. No message, but thank you so much there, Patrick. Appreciate it. Tom, on the PCC, over 0.7 indicates a good amount of puts and a bull market, correct? Yeah, so this is a common question I'm getting asked at the moment. People think I think the PCC is some kind of God indicator. It isn't. I explained this in the private community today. By the way, if you want to join up, guys, become a Diamond Hands member on YouTube, or become a Day Trader member on YouTube, or go to fxevolution.com. Check out the description below. We have a sale on our course right now. It gives you a few free months as well in the private community there. Jump into the public regardless. We post a whole bunch of stuff in there. PCC, or put call ratio, you use this as a precursor of market corrections. And what I mean by that is it shows us really whether people are really bullish in the market or really bearish in the market. So right now people are, what do you want to say, like kind of like mostly euphoric. Once it's above 0.7 and it starts pushing higher, what this means is that there's actually a huge amount of calls being opened in the market. Sorry, a huge amount of puts being opened in the market. What we want is no one to be bearish. So we want lots and lots and lots and lots of puts being opened, and the market will actually go up. When no one opens puts, so when there's less amounts of puts being opened and huge amounts of calls, which pushes this down here, that's when it's more likely that it's going to actually correct. And that's because, think about it, how does Wall Street make money? How do people make money? A lot of it is, where are our put calls? So if we have, people with heaps of puts down here, and they're all going to have smiley faces if the market crashes, Wall Street doesn't want to give the smiley face people down here any money. They also don't want to give all the call people any money, ideally. So if everyone's opening up calls and they're all smiley faces saying to the moon, they don't want them to have it either. So you'll notice that when you trade for a long period of time, like last month, they were sleeping on the Googles. They were sleeping on Facebook. No one was trading them. Yet now everyone's talking about them. Oh, they're the best investments. No one liked banks back in November. Then everyone loved banks in January. So it's when you hear about it in the media, it's too late. You have to be ahead of the game, and PCC helps us do that. When the PCC is hovering underneath the 0.7, what this is telling us is that there is a huge amount of lack of puts in the market. Now, if we have a lack of puts, that means that the market is more likely to crash because there's less profit that's going to go to all of the retail noobs like us. And that's when they crash it through. Let's have a look at Coke here. So Coke has earnings today. You'll notice it's at resistance. I just wanted to mention this because see this shooting star? It's going to get taken out if Coke even closes where it is right now. So Coke could be on the breakout after today's news, maybe back towards its 60. This is not an interesting stock to many people, but it's still a very good lesson on how earnings works. Into resistance for earnings, anticipation hype, and then of course, close through. Intel, another one that's got earnings later on this week, hit the resistance earlier, then sold off from that. Actually got an engulf on the weekly here towards the short. I expect it to hover around this zone and wait for earnings. Why is it selling? Well, it's because every other earnings on Intel has been horrible. So it's been really bad. Like earnings have come out, shocking. Earnings have come out, shocking. Earnings have come out, shocking. So generally, it hasn't really been living up to the expectations. And that's an important point. I understand the stock. Cisco is another one that keeps missing expectations. BTC trading at 56,064 now. Not the best. Again, Doge now under 40 cents. So that rally has stalled for now. The 8-hour market's what we're looking for here. We would love to see the 8-hour market close above this horizontal line. And right now, that is not a good candle. We do not want Doge there. 6 minutes away from the market. Let's get up the 4 screen here. So not long now. We haven't even done our Peloton Square, so we better do that. US 100. Yeah, where are we? US 100 should be here. Guys, vote on what you want to see in the bottom left-hand corner. As a community, you guys decide. I'll put Tesla up because I know everyone's going to want to see that. 720 on the open here. Vote on what you want down there, guys. Just spam it in the room. Put it up there. We'll leave Doge in the top left because everyone's talking about it. Might as well leave it there. Patrick Jet coming through with another dollar. Thank you very much there, Patrick. We've got $5 coming in from ATX Myers. Super chat at $5. AMP made a new all-time high on Saturday. It was a beautiful sight to see. By the way, I've been with this token since Jan 10. Let's see how glorious your diamond hands have been on the Gemini exchange here. ATX Myers. Oh, it was glorious. So good, dude. Very happy for you. I know you've been with this one for some time. So you've been in here Jan 10. 0.008. Claps in the chat here. Claps in the chat. 0.0. Oh my God, that's huge. Look at it. Let me get the percentage. Yes. Nice. Congratulations on your 6 bagger so far. Great trade here as well. You know what I feel about this. We've been talking about this one. You've been donating. We've been talking. It's not like we haven't brought it up on the stream a few times. You've been donating and telling people about this. Look at the higher lows. Great breakout, dude. And congratulations. It's beautiful. Peloton. Yeah, we need to do Peloton. Let's go Peloton. The nasty Peloton today. 108.90. Unfortunately, down 6.29% pre. This is off the back of that news with the kids dying or the kid dying. I did not watch that video. Not recommended. That's terrifying. But yeah, 108.80. Here's the issue. There's no support really in this 108.80. You could say, oh, well, Tom, it's hitting the... It's not even hitting the 200 daily, guys. So where does it go to? Does it go back to 100 for Peloton? Is that actually what goes on here? Bang, straight back into the 100. It has to hold here. You know that it wicked a few times down into the mid-90s, but it must hold this zone. People are giving you a lot of love there, ATX Myers, because you got the diamond hands. You had a plan. Do you have a plan now on your next step? 3 minutes away from market open here, guys. You can see what's going on the right-hand side a little bit. US 100 is down. I would have hoped it would open at 14,000. Now that it's going to open underneath 14,000, expect 14 to be a resistance for day traders. So we'll watch that together. 108.63, middle of nowhere land for Peloton. I feel like it could come down here. I would be watching the daily close like a hawk. In fact, I might even cover it in tomorrow's video because it's that crazy. Let's check out Square because you know I care. Square 240. Oh, yeah. 250. See, I don't even care if it's come down here. It hit up the 280, 250. What discount is that? Give me a discount. 10% discount. It's not that great a discount, but, but at least it's something. That's the kind of thing we need. Guys, let's get some hype in the room here. We are about to open. I'm going to load it up. Let's do it. Whatever. It's Monday morning. We got to have a bit of excitement in the rooms. New intro. Remember, get those streams, get those memes in the room for me. You guys, get rockets in the room for Monday open. Let's do it right now. Cool. Oh yeah. Something will be like that today. I love this video. Very good. Tom orders Foster's from his local Outback Steakhouse. I don't live in Bogan territory, but that's fine. People want to watch these ones. What did we have? I've forgotten PLTR. Yeah, I know. I've forgotten lots of things. But we'll get through it. We cover so much, guys. We cover so much. Let me move that over. All right, I put Peloton down here. Let me have a look at what the community wanted, though. 1 minute till the opening bell. Where the hell's my opening bell? I'll get it up for you. There we go. The bell I stole. Whoa. Jeez, it's a bit early there. Scroll up. What did you guys want? Fang, Algo, Apple. Oh, we're open. We're open, guys. Too long. There's the bell again. Crazy Monday, hey? Okay, so we've opened up here for stock market, and it looks like Tesla has come in underneath 720. We were up here, but we got to go back down. So 720, I really want that to hold today for you guys. Of course, why is it down? It's that self-driving car accident that occurred. That was not a positive thing for Tesla, and it is going to push it around, at least initially, in terms of the pre-market volume. Let's hope it can hold above 720 because things were looking so good. We were ready to break past 740 in anticipation of the earnings on, I think, 26th of April. Doge here, 38 cents into the open. Americans are waking up. They're like, whoa, what's going on? Whoa, that meme coin's still high. Maybe I'll buy into that. I don't know. US 100 on support. You notice here on this 1 hour chart, bang, right there. It has to buy off this zone. Let's see how it interacts with 14,000. It's probably going to hit that fairly quickly. And Piton comes in weak, 107.87. So Piton takes a bit of punishment there early. I'll bring the chart over. There you go. You can see it now next to my head. All right, let's go through the charts here. Let's look at the percentage changes. We have Dogecoin. I've added it to the speculation list. It's coming in everywhere. Up 11.82, as you can see how it trades here. GameStop, though, 8.6, down a little bit from where it was. 173, 173, 173. Super important closure there you're looking for today. Churchill Capital, CCIV, actually up 3%. Tilray, up now. Afri are up. They were down before. Nasty Sundial. I was right on this one. Come on. Look, Nasty Sundial. We didn't have any trust in that one, unfortunately. It's down. Mara opens 8% down, and Riot Blockchain opens 7%. Palantir has another bad day, 1.82. Very disappointing Palantir at 22. That is not good. Not ideal. We'll check the charts out in a second for Palantir. Netflix, 1.36%. So it's actually buying into anticipation. You'll see when you look at the chart, there's a resistance through Netflix that it's anticipating into. And we'll check that out in a few moments. We've also, remember, Netflix I'll have a look. I think it's aftermarket on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tesla down 2.23. Moderna, Square, all taking a little bit of a dive here. Nvidia down 1.59. Twilio, all of our favorites down except for Coinbase. That's not my favorite yet. I want to see that thing quite a lot lower. 14,000 hit on the Nas. 722, good. Good for Tesla. Piton. Let's see how this plays out. If you love the company, I mean, possibly this is the discount that you were looking for. If you love the company, I'm not sure. I looked into it a bit more. Unfortunately, quite a lot of kids die on treadmills. It's actually a really bad statistic. So is this something unusual? Is this something they'll address and fix? Most likely they will. US 100 coming in strong again here. You can see the buying pressure coming through into earnings. Let's go over to Coke. I just want to look at it. Coke flat as a tack. Okay, boring as. Let's now go to Netflix quickly. And then we'll go over to the donations. Look at this Netflix chart, guys. Series of higher lows. Higher lows, higher lows. Beautiful. Oh my God, the consolidation is insane. It's insane, guys. It's the most boring stock ever since June. If you were in this, it was like watching paint dry. So much paint, so much drying. Not good paint, like really smelly, bad oil-based paint. It's feeling bad, but now maybe it's time to feel good. Why? Because the monthly has never, ever, ever closed above $540. What could happen here? I mean, this could be a very nice pull. Why? Because you can basically take the distance from here to here. You can extrapolate that out. It's like 650. So there's some movement here in Netflix. And the consolidation, the coil, the long, crazy leg doji, everything that's, even the smaller leg doji here could be broken against. There's so much going on this chart. I actually really like the Netflix chart. If the earnings can hold and the anticipation, I mean, the consolidation here, the breakout, the retest, the resistances, it's all good. I like it. Can you do Mara? Can you do Mara? Is gold good for entry? Where is gold? 17.72. 4 hour. Oh yeah, so it came back down. Yeah, that's where people would have been picking it up. So go to the 2 hour. Previous resistance getting swiped up here. I'd like to see it hold. 4 hour 20. Yeah, it's a pretty good swing level. If you believe in the larger pattern and that's what you like, then yeah, that's the type of right pullback. Remember, dollar index tanked hard. So even if this recovers, I'm not sure if this is going to, now that's underneath this point, especially if the daily closes, that's not going to really affect too much there. All right, let's move over to the donations. I missed yours, Justin. I'm sorry. Justin, Stefan, $9.99. Thank you so much. Why did it take me so long to get to you? I hope you're still here. 10 minutes ago. Tom, if Tesla dips like this again, when do we expect to see it very bullish? Earnings are on the 26th. When do you think I should buy 740 calls? It's getting a little educational stream, Justin. Let's go over to Tesla. So it's hit the 720 in the open here. Here's the problem. 720, you're always going to say, hey, it's the support. This is when you're looking at buying, your positioning, blah, blah, blah. But you have that nasty bit of fundamental news coming in. Now, it's not the first time this has happened, but there's a little bit. I noticed that this article, it's like anything Tesla, the media will pick up on and just obliterate it. So it was on like BBC, it was on like ABC here in Australia, it was on all the newspapers and all the media that I saw. It was like Tesla, 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 Tesla. And because of that, it's that negative kind of sentiment. Here's the issue. If you get a daily close underneath 720, unfortunately that pushes us back down to the 700 support. So if you're looking at 740 calls, that's another $20 away. But if you wait and then it has a crazy rebound later on in the session today, that's going to be a problem as well. So usually, yes, 720 would have been the zone. If you don't care about the news and you just care about the technical only, then yeah, I would like this. I would probably like it to make a new high from the start of the session. Remember, the first hour is when retail traders trade, not when everybody else is trading. Here are our 4 screens. Piton coming back strong here, 112. Some people are seeing through maybe the market. They're saying, well, hang on a second. This happens with every treadmill. I don't think it's anything that's going to long-term affect our stock. Potentially, that's the way they're looking at it. Tesla's news, however, is killing the stock right now. So, Justin, I can't really say it more than that, but hopefully you get my point. Dave Hyun, super chat $2. Thoughts on MNZS? Are we heading down? I'll put it in this corner. MNZS. Menzies John. Weekly. I don't think this looks bad. Pretty close to resistance. So resistance is up here. Oh, there's resistance there too. 323. Airlines, transportation, at resistance. I feel like a lot of the move's probably done. Because we've got kind of negative stuff now. People are realizing a little bit more about this vaccine. It's going to take longer to roll out. There's problems with it. There's clotting stuff, whatever else. Even Australia, we're super behind on it. It's going to be a long time since we open our borders and all of these. People think that all this stuff's coming back really fast. Some is, some isn't. Anything internally in the countries, I think, is coming back. But this idea of overseas stuff, I mean, do you guys think it's coming back anytime soon? I think it's going to be a while still. So, yeah, look, it's at resistance. It's not really something that makes me excited. I appreciate the donation, but yeah, I don't think there's much more I can look into this. It just looks like it's stuck here, and it's going to do a little bit of coiling action. Under this zone would be where you would know it's over. The run is over. Bye-bye Tesla, a few people saying, 713. Not bye-bye, just welcome back 700. So this chart probably really shows you why 700. Look at the closures. Look at the opens. See? Weekly. 700 Tesla. Ade wants me to do pound US dollar. I'll load it on my chart and I'll see whether I like it. But if you want to find out more about currency stuff, guys, join in on the public Discord. Come to our webinars. I cover currency all day long there. So if you're interested in currency investing, you know, we did originally have FX in the name for a reason. We do stocks, but we also do currency. Yeah, this is a pretty strong break here. It's actually a double bottom as well on 2 hour. Let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, it's a great breakout. 140 is the target. It's a little bit further away from that. Good break. Big base in a bigger pattern. Go to the daily. Daily's bottoming as well. That exposes possibly even a 142 move. So because the dollar index is tanking, yeah, look for the closure, but I would expect something like this. Up, pull back, previous resistance becomes support. Moving averages have time to catch up, and then movement up through. There's nothing, some currencies give you great patterns. Tom, fence the Tesla. I'll fence it under 700. All right, let's go. Fencing the Tesla, guys. Let's fence the 700. Damn it. Could we fence here? Let me have a look. 4 hours. Do I feel crazy? Am I going to fence where it is right now? Yeah, why not? Let's chuck the fence down. Get out. Get up, damn it. We're going to put the fence underneath, guys. There we are. We are down. We're going to fence it up. I want to see 5-minute action here now. There we are. Damn it. The fence is the fence is moving around. There we go. All right, we're in. Tom sick of Forex, mate, says Truly Messiah. I'm not sick of Forex. I just think the problem is that you've got margin reduced across the world, and Forex has been the worst. I think it's been kind of the most boring market over the last year. Where Forex comes into its own when every other market becomes crappy. So right now, stocks are fun. Stocks are fun, guys. You guys having fun in stocks? I'm having fun in crypto. I'm having fun in stocks. Commodities are fun. Hey, I'm sick of commodities at the end of this year. Don't get me wrong. When this year ends, I'll be like, goodbye, commodities. I'll see you again in 6 years. I mean, there'll still be trades there, but there'll be a lot less trades. Hey, what are you doing over here? Don't you be going down. No. We don't want to go to 700, please, God. The fence never failed. Oh, God, it's through. I need to put a backup barbed wire. Why did I not put it at 700 where I wanted to? Stupid moving averages. It's in the barbed wire, guys. It's getting stuck. It's in the barbed wire. Some people ask me about what do I think about Airbnb. I'm not sick of currency. I just do currency a lot. I've done it a lot. So I prefer like stocks, always have anyway, because I like investment vehicles, and currency is not an investment vehicle. It is purely a trading vehicle. Currency is very rarely a good investment vehicle, unless you're talking about crypto. Airbnb is on support. I'm not really too concerned about it. Oh, God, it's going to 700. Stupid fence. Quickly erase the fence, guys. It's gone. All right, I'm going to put it back where it is. Back where it should be. Okay, this is where it really is. That was a fake. That was an imposter fence. All right, back to 700. We've redrawn it. Sundial up 10%. No, say it ain't so. Oh, it is. Oh, horrible. All the weed stocks are up. But Sundial's up 11. Oh, it makes sense too. The horrible memes. I hate that stock so much. I will not buy that stock, guys. I'll buy Tilray and Afria, don't get me wrong. But that stock just... Remember, it was $4 when I was whinging about it. So I do think the Tesla, now it's here, it's going to go to 700. Maybe a 693 today, but 700 seems likely. At 708, never compromise, yeah? Don't compromise your horizontal supports. Oh my God, Doge, lol, it's going to 0.5 this week. I bet, says Live Free. It's certainly doing very, very nicely. I'd love to see 2 hours time, we'll get an 8-hour close. Strong market action is what you want here. You want it above. Ideally like here. You want it above. Rip Tesla call, says Luke Hoffman. Luke, didn't you have like a really crazy Tesla call? How were you not, guys? 780. Did you get greedy? I think a few of you got greedy. 780 was hit. We talked about it a billion times on the channel. We were like, 780, 800 is going to be resistance. You got to have a plan. That was the participation phase from 700 to 720 to 780 was like bang, bang, it was there. But you've got to have a plan. And especially with options, because you have to be able to actually execute the plan. If you can't execute it, then what happens is you get, you're relying on expiry, and nah, you don't want to do that with options. Tesla to $420, says Dave. Where's Harry? He needs to get back in here. Harry, you out there, sir? He's our resident bull. I mostly just have fun watching your videos, Tom, says Rocktopus. So that's good. Stonks up, says Truly Messiah. Yep. Live Free says, oh, thank God I might get out of Sundial with under $100 loss. The stupid stock. Remember it though, Live Free. Put a little banner on your desk. I'm going to get a banner behind me soon. But yeah, put a banner on your desk about Sundial, because never forget, when you buy a crappy stock, crappy currency. Hey, I've done it. How much do I talk about wheat? I talk about my stupid Bitcoins that I sold. Sold 156 Bitcoins for $15, guys. MT Gox, baby. Made them with my computer. It was so glorious. And then I sold them for $15 each. and made $5. I was pretty happy. $5 each coin. But the point is, if you remember these things, you never forget them, then you remember, hey, I need to change my trading style for this. I need to remember what happened in that situation so I don't get back in that situation. We all make mistakes. So we've got the 700 fence down for Tesla. I'll put a double official. We'll wall it around. We'll put a little box on it. Where's my box? There you go. Got a box around the fence at the point. I wonder if Tesla tanking drops Doge. I think Tesla's copying it because you've got like a double up here. You've got Bitcoin getting beaten, and at the same time you've got the accident. And most people's bets on Tesla are for robot cars, like effectively robo-taxi. That's their very, very strong thing that they're looking for. You notice Doge still coming under pressure here. So this 38 cents-ish, 37.6, I'll maintain you need to go close above here so that you can move against those previous highs. So keep watching that session. Let's have a look at the rest of coins. XRP down, DOT down 4%, 35.88. Wow. 124 on Cardano, ETH down 1%, 22. I want a 2.3 on ETH, and the US Nasdaq 14,000. Let's scroll around the markets, which are down the most. Oh, I'll leave the fence there for a second. CrowdStrike up 2.93. Wow, that's a great return on CrowdStrike. 2.9, 2.7. Wow, it's so good. SE, Klim, you'll be happy, 2.37%. Zoom, Media, Chipotle, all the rest. What's down the most? Square down 2, so it's really just down on the Bitcoin kind of thing. There is buying pressure on. I tell you, Square's a recovery play, guys. It's a multifaceted beast. It has recovery, which people are sleeping on. They're sleeping on the recovery. How many, quick poll of the community, how many of you guys, Clov pumping, good? I'm glad for you. Let's have a look at Clov. We saw that beautiful chart before. Oh, yeah. Go, you good thing. The good thing about this as well, if it's pumping with crazy Reddit meme technology, my pattern here, which goes to like 11.20, you know that doesn't matter because they don't care about patterns. They just go for resistances. So what do they go for? 12, 13, if that's who's doing it. Donkin Dave says Clov up 13%. Yes. Will Tesla rebound to 800 end of week? You would think Tesla will still run into anticipation of the news event. It's unlikely that retail won't pick it up into news events just based on previous history of what happens. You'll notice it just hit a 702. So we scroll out a little bit. Not bad. Might bounce just before the 700. It's good. All right, guys. Well, I think that probably brings us to the end of today's stream. We can see that the market's still dealing with 14,000. First hour of Monday is always weird. We'll be coming at you with a video tomorrow. Remember, subscribe if you haven't already, because we'll be checking out all of these good things. We'll cover Tesla. Maybe we'll have a look at Piton. I wish everyone in CLOV the best, up 16%. This stock, of course, heavily shorted, as we talked about before. Decent little breakout there on the 4 hour. We saw that one. We saw the volume spike. That volume is huge. They came out of nowhere. So there's interest in this one. You can see that, and they're pushing it because there's a lot of sky above. Size, 1 billion market cap as well. It's not huge. Weed stock's moving quite hard. Anything that's a meme today is moving. It's a meme fest. Also interesting, CrowdStrike's moving up. I'm not sure what the news is. Net Cloudflare only up 0.32%. So maybe it's lagging. Snow up. That needs to hit 240 for us to be interested in it again. TDOC, boring as. Airbnb, 176 right on support. Airbnb's a more tough play than I think something like Square or TDOC or anything like that. Tesla crashed through Thomas Fence. Another autopilot fail. It was a fake fence, guys. Fake fence. We should have been putting it at 700. We knew this. We put it there because we wanted to get some hype and anticipation. But the only thing we were going off was these moving averages, and they're just not enough. Like, you need that horizontal support psychological number. A little bit of previous one over here, but yeah. Anyway, I hope it brings it back up, closes above this zone, and ideally you get a 720 plus close for Tesla at the end of the day. All right, I think we've done all the donations. Thank you so much for your donations. Remember, get in the Discord community, get in the public one. We're going to hit 3,000 people in there. I think we're already over it, so that's awesome. And if you're interested in the course, quick plug here, 38% off or something like that. Click on the description below. If you're interested in finding out more about technical analysis, we spend a long time. I like to think of it is it speeds up your knowledge so you don't lose a whole bunch of money in the market making all the mistakes we made. That's how I like to think of it. See you tomorrow, guys. It's going to be 20th of April, and you know what that means. It means the tsunami's coming. See you guys. Johnny, I did real hard overtime, bro. See, you forget though, Johnny. I used to do 3 hours coming into the market open. At the moment, we're taking it smooth. We're taking it smooth on the channel. All right, catch you guys.